So again ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I'll just repeat what is done. I'll not start the new one.
No.
So you just double click on geometry, any of the geometry which is in this template, and here you will see that start design modeler. Okay, so it is starting now. If any other files are open, you just close them. Any Fluent, meshing, whatever it is, you just close it. Because this is one particular license and it will take only one license. So any one should come under that. Geometry, mesh, any one of them. Okay. If not, this will not detect the license. Okay. So now here we have done the symmetric model. Okay, this is just the half of the total diameter of your casting. Right. So here you just click on the sketch and here you can see what is the dimension. So the dimension is 0.03 meters. That is 30 mm is the width of this and 30 mm is the height of this. Okay. So that's all here, and no need to do any other operation here. So you can just leave it as solid, or you can also change it to fluid here. Okay, and click when you click here on the part and body. Okay. So then you can close this. So the next step is meshing. So when you are doing a new one, all these options, whichever you are seeing this green tick mark, will be your question mark. So now the whatever model we had created in the design modeler, the same model will come here in meshing. So this depends on what size you want. Okay, what is the minimum size you want in the meshing here. Okay. So you can take this zoom option here and just zoom in here. So this is the grid size for you now. So if you want to change the grid size, you go to edge sizing and change it. So now each element is of a 0.25 mm size. You can also change it to number of divisions here. Okay, or element size. And then there is something called as map face meshing. You click on the surface here. This is the surface selector. Click on this face, right click and say insert map face meshing. So this map face is structured grid. So you will get a uniform structure throughout the face. Okay. So once that is done, then you have to select the edges for giving the name selection. So axis is this one. So this is your axis, the bottom one. Always the x-axis will go as the axis. Okay, in symmetric. So x-axis is this one. So this is your symmetric axis, this line. Okay. So and for you the rotating walls are these ones. So you just imagine this your cylinder is tilted half. Okay, and then this is your inlet. So where your for the namesake we have kept it here. No matter it is stationary or it is dynamic pouring filling, so you just have to have one inlet. Okay. So then this meshing is done. So you can also check for the grid size here. Okay. So then I'll close this as well. So next is your Fluent setup. Okay, double click on setup. See, setup is when you are starting new. Okay, so you are starting from the beginning and you are doing step by step procedure. Say for example you already completed the simulation and you just want to check something, then go for solution. Click on the solution. Double click on the solution instead of clicking on setup.
If you go to setup, everything will be changed.
It will ask for rerunning. Or what you can do is you can just close without saving. If by mistake also you have clicked on setup, you just close it, close everything. So now it is loading the setup which we have already done. So now see this, all these things it automatically took because we have already finished this whole thing. If not, what you have to do is this will be pressure based. This you change it to transient. Okay, from steady state to transient. And here the 2D space should be axisymmetric swirl. Okay. So then you switch on the gravity because gravity is acting in the negative x direction. Okay. So here you just put minus 9.81. Okay. So then go to models, and here first one is checking the multi-phase option. Yeah, volume of fluid, and here we have two different phases. And here most of the options will be default. There is no change in this. Okay. And then coming to the materials, before materials you can also click on the viscous model here and change it to K epsilon realizable standard wall function. Okay. So this will give us the turbulent effect in the flow. Okay. Then go to materials here. So in materials you will have to have two different fluids. So one already air will be available by default, and one more is water. So to get the water you can go to the create or edit option here. Click on that, and here in the fluent database you select the fluent database. A list will open. Go down, water liquid is there, copy, and you can close it. Yeah, if it is not there you can create it. Okay. So now the two fluids have come here. So water is there, air is there. So now you have to decide which phase is what, which is secondary. So always in multi-phase problems, air is always the primary phase. So whichever adds to that particular phase, that will become your secondary phase. Okay. And then coming to the cell zone action, cell zone body. So here in the cell zone, it is always mixture. Okay. So because cell zone is nothing but this whole zone. Whatever body we are seeing, that is the full cell zone. So inside this cell zone, now both air is also there and water is also there. Now coming to the boundary condition. So one is axis. So axis is simple axis. There is no change for that. And then going to the inlet. So this inlet we have made as pressure outlet. Okay. Why? Because fluid is already here and we are rotating, and some air should escape here when water is running. So the escape of air is happening only with this inlet. Okay. And then go to rotating wall, and don't give any boundary condition to interior. Interior is nothing but the mesh. Okay. So I'm again going to rotating walls. Double click on rotating walls. Okay, click on rotating wall, mixture, edit, and here you will see you'll get an option. What is your rotational speed here? So
we have
momentum,
taken 400,
yeah,
so
yeah,
this is 41.8.
yeah, yeah.
So basically it is d into n divided by 60.
Yes, radians. You have to convert in radians per second.
That means suppose for 300 I have to multiply 300 divided by 60.
So this is moving wall now, because already we have given the rotating walls as names here. So this wall and this wall will be my rotating wall. So this axis is stationary and the inlet is stationary. Okay. So now here you can give rotational or translational. Obviously ours is a rotational moving wall. So click on rotational here and give 41.8 radian per second. Okay, and this is no slip and there is no friction happening because of the fluid motion. So next is dynamic mesh. There is no option. Reference values. Solution methods. Scheme, change it to piezo. Second order to first order. Pressure to resto. So this pressure will be presto. Okay. And
that is
by default it will take. And you just cross check once, and the volume fraction should be geo reconstruct. Okay. So everything is fixed here. And then solution controls, no change. Monitors, also no change. So here you can just say absolute, let it be absolute, close. And in case if you want to monitor something, what is the height or something like that, you can select the surface monitor here. And then go for solution initialization, standard, initialize. Go for standard only, initialize. Just click on initialize and few seconds it will run. And then go for run calculation. And here you just, depending on your simulation, testing time, divide that into smaller time steps and the total number of time steps. So this is nothing but 0.0001 into 8000.
Means 0.8.
Yeah, 0.8. Okay. And here each time step will run for 20 iterations internal. So 20 into 8000 will be your number of runtime. Okay. So once that is done, everything is finished, it will close automatically. Calculation is completed. So once this is done, you can close this. Since this is already done, what I'll do is I'll not close directly. If I close, again it will save. If you click here, it will again write the case file and everything. So what you do, go to file, close without save. Okay. So now this will not save anything what I did now. Okay. Next is results. You come to double click on results. Okay. So now here, I think we have already done the contour, taken the contour. How did we take it? Insert, location, insert, contour. Okay. So once the contour is there, you click on contour, and here you will have the option where to put the contour. Either you want to put it on the plane, or you want to put somewhere in the periodic phase of the body which is already existing. So that means when you click here, so you'll have this option, periodic one, rotating walls. Anyways, these axis, inlet, periodic one are all lines. So no point in putting this. So what you do is you can just click on periodic shadow or cancel this and go insert, location, plane. The plane will be created in the domain here. XY plane, keep it as 0 only. So the new plane will be created like this. And when you want to create a grid line on the plane, go to render of the plane and say show mesh line here. Okay. So this will give whatever mesh we have done, that will come on this of the plane. Okay. And then again go back to contour, plane 1, say apply, whichever volume fraction you want, water volume fraction, velocity, you can change it here. Okay, say for example, water volume fraction is there, velocity is there, click on velocity and say apply, and you switch on this box. So this is your velocity profile of the model. Okay. So and if you want to rotate, you can rotate it manually. Okay. So just align it according to your view. Yeah. So this will give you the velocity. So likewise, you can also give whatever you want. Say for example, okay. And then your turbulent kinetic energy you want it. So all this is okay. And the water volume fraction will be somewhere in the